I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, one of the 6 states in America with only 1 abortion clinic, but here they have around 50 crisis pregnancy centers, or CPCs. They're run by anti-choice religious groups and advertise themselves as health clinics to lure pregnant people in with free medical services. The goal is to convince them out of getting an abortion. And new research shows they're increasingly clustered around college campuses so they can target students. At the University of Louisville, there are 3 within a 15-minute drive from campus.
There's this group on campus called Beside You on campus, and it's a pro-life group. They push adoption, but that's not always a good fit for students, especially because like you have to take off time of school, it's expensive, and a lot of people just don't want to go through that trauma.
How do they target students specifically? Like, do you know anything about their techniques?
I think it's becoming more known, but also they just rebranded it because before they were a woman's choice.
Right, which sounds like a pro-choice group.
Exactly. So, I mean, I got tricked by it my freshman year. I tried to sign up until I looked into it more. And I think people go to them for help and, you know, they end up like pushing them away from abortion, which is maybe their first choice, into adoption.
Can you show me examples of the outreach that they do on campus?
Yeah, I've got some pictures.
Sweet.
So, this is like a protest that we did. And this was their original sign, minus the
with your guys' counter.
Minus the counter.
They do more events on campus than your pro-choice group.
Yeah. I think we're trying to, up our presence, but for now, yeah, they have a bigger presence than we do.
In fact, CPCs are so pervasive that there's one right next to EMW Women's Clinic, the last abortion provider in the state. CPCs often have misleading language and services on their websites. And if you search Abortion Clinic Kentucky, one of the top hits that you get is this site, which lists abortion under their options. And it's only until the next page at the bottom that you see that they don't actually provide abortions. I'm gonna just call some of these CPCs and see if they'll answer my questions. See if that works.
Good afternoon.
Hi there. Do you have a media office I can speak with?
It's not the policy of.
Let's call another one.
How can I help you?
Hi there, do you have a media person I can speak with? I'm a journalist.
Actually, no. Okay, hold on just a second.
Okay. She hung up. That's 2 for 2.
Good afternoon, thank you for calling. This is
Hi there, is there a media person or someone like that I could speak with?
She is out.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Since 3 out of 3 CPCs I called declined my requests for an interview, I decided to visit a few in person to see what actually goes on inside. Once I was inside these clinics, I was greeted warmly, but the information they provided was seriously questionable. For starters, I was asked to provide the last 4 digits of my social security number, which seemed strange and completely inappropriate for an entity with which I was not financially involved.
We would go over abortion options, but all your pregnancy options, whether you're choosing to keep or if you want to abort or if you want to talk about adoption, just all of your options and what's best for you.
One of the clinics only told me they don't provide abortions after I asked directly.
So what we do here is we will do a urine pregnancy test.
And once it was determined I wasn't pregnant, one woman even shared this STD pamphlet with me that implied I've slept with over 4,000 people and told me I need to respect myself. Basically, slut-shaming. I came in for a pregnancy test, not a lecture on my private sex life. After that, I was alarmed by the amount of falsehoods I just heard from a center that claims it cares for a woman's health. So I sought out a local politician to figure out who's regulating them. What are the regulations for crisis pregnancy centers?
They're there primarily for educational purposes.
Okay. But they also provide ultrasounds and pregnancy tests.
Not the crisis centers.
Really?
I don't think so, no.
They do, because we spoke with some of them earlier. I was about to wrap up the interview at that point when he had some more thoughts.
I thought they could come in there, I thought they could tell you about X, Y, or Z.
Right.
I thought they could brainwash you, whatever you want to call it. But I didn't think they could provide medical procedures, medical exams.
Some pregnancy centers have been accused by students on the Louisville campus of having deceptive marketing practices.
It's the first I've heard that takes place.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that if it's legal for them to do and it's their freedom of speech to say what they want to say, then that's their choice to say what they want to say.
So the fact that even the councilman didn't know what the regulations are or that they even offer pregnancy tests makes me think that in general they're not regulated and no one really knows exactly what they do. Which is pretty scary for a state that's cracking down on abortion rights. But as long as EMW stays open, pregnant people in Kentucky still have a place to go to get non-judgmental reproductive options from licensed physicians.